Hey, it's Crystal with the Abundant and Best Homestead. Today we're going to make homemade nacho cheese sauce. This is actually a vegan recipe. I do not make it because of that. Obviously, if you watched any of my other videos, totally eat meat and cheese, not a problem here. But I love this recipe because it's a great alternative to Velveeta. People have that Velveeta dip that has the Rotel in it and the Velveeta. This is a great alternative, totally clean and healthy for you to eat. So the first ingredient you're going to need is, it says 2 medium potatoes, but my potatoes are really small. Okay, so I'm going to actually do 5 potatoes, and you need to peel them. And then the second ingredient is 3 large carrots. Once again, our carrots are skinny and small. So we are doing how many, Nevaeh? 5? 1?
Wait. 6.
We're doing 6 small carrots, okay? So that just kind of gives you an idea of the ratio. So I'm going to finish peeling these while she's chopping. And then we're going to put them in a pot with a steamer basket. And we're going to steam them until they're soft.
Is this fine too?
Yep, she's chopping them about this big, guys. Not very big, okay? There you go. So we're just going to keep on peeling over here. This is really, really good fresh, or you can reheat it. And I've actually frozen them too in burritos. Like if you were going to make egg and cheese burritos for your freezer, this is really a good recipe for that too. We're going to use them on nachos for tonight for dinner. We're just peeling away. Anyway, we're going to finish chopping and peeling these. I'm going to go ahead and chop the potatoes up. Once again, you don't want very big pieces because you want this to go quickly, okay? So I'm just going to do them like little chunks like I would if I was making mashed potatoes. So we're going to finish this, and I'm going to steam them in a steamer basket, and then I'll bring you back for the next step. Okay, so I've got all that stuff in a pan over here on the stove on high, in a steamer basket with some water on the bottom of the pan, and we're going to be steaming the carrots and the potatoes. So I just thought I would turn the camera back on and talk about some other ingredients that you're going to need. So the next ingredient that you're going to need is called nutritional yeast. This is what makes it taste like cheese. This combined with lemon juice, okay? So you have to be really, really careful where you buy nutritional yeast from because they grow it on some not so great mediums to make it. So Bragg is a really good brand. Also, Azure sells their own brand of nutritional yeast. Both of those would be great options. I already said you're going to need lemon juice. You're going to need 1 red bell pepper. You're going to need 1 can of green chilies. Again, if you can buy this organic, that would be the best because your spicy peppers are the most heavily sprayed with pesticides. So organic green chilies. You're going to need olive oil, water, which I don't have to show you that, salt, and then an optional half of a jalapeno. This is a really small jalapeno for my garden, so I'm just going to put the whole thing in. If you just want a mildly spicy type of cheese sauce, you just stick with your green chilies, okay? So that's all there is to it. The next step does require...
How much of this?
I will when I go to put it in. The next step, could you please move? The next step requires a really good blender. And this is actually something that you don't want to cheap out on because normal blenders can easily miss chunks. And you don't want people to say, why is there a chunk of carrot inside my nacho cheese? So I have, what do we have? I'll get out mine. We'll be right back. Okay, so we're back with my blender. This is a Blendtec. They also make Vitamix. This is like less expensive than a Vitamix. This one works really well. A Ninja would be another good option. You just don't want like a Oster, something really cheap for Walmart. But these are really good blenders, Blendtec is. And this is the one I'm going to be using to make the sauce in a few minutes when our potatoes and carrots are done. So I'll bring you back when they're done. Okay, while that's steaming, it's almost done. How do you tell when it's done steaming? When it's soft and you can put a fork through it without a problem, okay? So mine's almost done. I don't know how long it's been, 8 minutes or something. So I'm going to go ahead and put my jalapeno in my blender. And then the red pepper. We're gonna chop it all on up.
Did you find it?
No, I didn't find it. Just gonna chop it into chunks and load it into this blender here.
Oh, I see it now.
Oh, good. Okay. So we've got
That's just fat.
red peppers.
Come on, that's just fat, right?
Yes, red peppers. Okay, in it goes. 1 red pepper. I put 1 small jalapeno.
It's crowded up here.
It is crowded because Mama's cooking. I'm going to go ahead and open up this jar of diced green chilies. Could you close the pantry door, please? Thank you. Alright, I gotta find my can opener. Alright, there it is. Okay, well, I don't want to go too close to the camera because the camera's on right now. Excuse me, please.
It's just I need some
I'm
room to put this.
I'm going to
Okay, so
dump.
I'm just gonna pop it inside. I'm just gonna warm it up.
Yes, on medium.
Yeah.
Okay, so diced green chilies going in. Okay.
And then, yeah, we still have to add
All right, I'm gonna bring you guys back when I'm done helping her. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. So now we're going to do 1/2 of a cup of nutritional yeast into the blender. Okay. 1/3 of a cup of olive oil. Okay. Now we need 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Just let it warm up, honey. It'll start melting once it's warmed up. 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Do not skip on the lemon juice. It will not taste like cheese. Now, salt is not a funny thing for me to measure out, but we're going to start with 1 tablespoon and we're going to work up from there, okay? Of good quality sea salt, Himalayan salt, colored salt of some sort, not white table salt. And if you want to find out why, you can go to www.westinaprice.org and research into salt and why colored salt is better for you than white table salt. Okay, so green chilies, jalapeno, all right. So now we're just waiting for those potatoes. So I'm going to check them and I'll be back when they're finished. Okay, so it's done and steaming us out here. But I just wanted to show you how soft they are. I mean, it's just going to go right through the fork, okay?
I think there's
So, now, I'm going to figure out how I'm going to get this in there. I guess I'll just use a spoon.
Just warm enough.
Yeah, you can shut it off. All right. I'm going to get it into our blender, and then I will turn on my blender. Make it a little noisy on the video, obviously. And then I'll taste it and let you know if it needs more salt or not. 1 tablespoon's just sort of a starting spot. If it doesn't quite taste enough like cheese or nacho, add just a little bit more salt. And that was pink Himalayan salt that I was putting in here. So, in it goes. You can also steam these in your Instant Pot. You just chop them all up and push your steam button, which is I think 3 or 4 minutes. I would probably go 4 minutes to make sure it's going to get cooked all the way. This took about 25 minutes to steam, so I don't know. But the Instant Pot also has to come back up, you know, go to pressure and all that stuff. So it's probably about equal, actually, by the time you have to deal with all that. All right, so it is now in there. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on, and I'm going to turn it on high. And you guys can watch it turn into cheese sauce. Because nobody believes me this is going to look like cheese sauce. So here we go. Ready? Here it goes. how it looks like nacho cheese sauce, you guys? I've taken this to potlucks and people cannot tell a difference. So like, who brought the cheese sauce? You want to taste it? That tastes really, really good, but I'm going to add about 1 more teaspoon of salt.
That's hot.
A little spicy? Too spicy for you?
Not too spicy.
Oh, good. All right.
Really
I'm
good
just going to mix it up. All right. So there is your nacho cheese sauce.
Can you please?
It is the best. I will open it up, and right now, while I'm on the video, I'll open the salsa up. Okay, so it is the best. Oh, jeez. Hot. But like I said, you could also, if you have leftovers, put it into the refrigerator, reheat it. I have used these in frozen dishes, and it tastes just great. So that's all there is to it. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. Please, please, please subscribe to my channel. Trying to grow my channel. We're just over 100 subscribers right now. So if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed yet, do me a favor and subscribe. And we'll catch you guys on the next video. Take care.